first of all, what was your experience growing up with the show?
Okay, well, the show, I saw Help Wanted on its premiere, and I watched from there, and this is going to be a surprisingly depressing topic, though, but the show premiered when my parents were splitting up, of all things. And I was kind of like getting used to a very different life as that. Like I moved from a house to an apartment and stuff like that. And I remember it was really exciting the day that we got cable hooked up in the new place, though, because a bunch of episodes of SpongeBob had come out like within like that intervening time that I had missed out on, though. So I was playing catch up. I think it was like toward the end of season 1, maybe early season 2 by this point, though. But point is, I saw the first episode, didn't get to watch it for a couple of years. Then I was able to go back to it, watch a ton of episodes all at once. It was such a great binge-watching experience, just seeing it whenever it was on and, you know, all the marathons that they had on TV. Instantly was hooked. It was something that I could talk about with other kids. Everyone knew SpongeBob, and it was just such a wonderful experience being able to talk with, like, everyone about it after having missed out on it for a little while.
So you remember seeing it on premiere?
Yeah, I watched Help Wanted the day it was released.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 26 right now.
Okay, so you're a little older than me. Yeah, I have no clue whether I watched, like, the initial premiere or not. I know I've been watching it roughly since it's been on, but that's pretty awesome.
I definitely don't come off as being the older one of the two of us, I know, but...
You watched season 1, and then you took a break, and then you watched the next 2 seasons. Did you watch season 4 or 5 at all?
Yes, I've seen all of season 4. I saw all of season 5. That was roughly where I stopped. I'd only seen a couple episodes on season 6 just randomly. But I got back into watching last year. I've seen all of season 9, and then I watched any episode in 6, 7, and 8 that I had recommended to me at any point. Just from anyone I know that had seen them. And I'd also seen the sister episodes of those. So, for instance, I've seen Sandcastles in the Sand, but I've also watched whatever the Shell episode is that comes after it. Whatever it wasn't very good. It wasn't very memorable, though, but I watched it just out of curiosity. So if there was ever a sister episode, I checked it out, too.
Sounds like a Gary episode.
Yeah.
That's the story that I hear from so many people. I'm glad it's not just me. Like, okay, watched it up to season 5 and then kind of dropped off, because that's exactly what happened with me. I got to like the end of season 5, got to an episode that I really don't like, Spongehenge, and then I think I did still see a few episodes in season 6, but after Spongehenge, after a few of the other ones in season 5, I was like, eh. But I think it's interesting because I think it lines up a lot with like kind of that point at which you're growing up and you start to become more critical of things, and you stop watching things just because, like, it's SpongeBob. It has to all be good because it's SpongeBob. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everyone like has that era when they're a kid where it's like, oh, well, it's a cartoon, so it's good. It's a video game, so it's fun. I remember like my first it's another cartoon entirely, though, but I remember that the first cartoon I was ever disappointed in that ruined that illusion for me was the Doug movie, Doug's first movie. I saw that in theaters. It was completely awful. I already wasn't a fan of Disney's Doug, though. I couldn't place my finger on why, but when I went to go see the Doug movie, oh my God.
Yeah.
That was the thing, that was the piece of media that ruined my childhood innocence when it came to cartoons.